welcome back to the channel. Lynn's here if you are new. Today, it's actually like lightly raining right now, but I think we'll be okay. It's about the middle of July. It's raining here in July in North Texas. That never happens. There's actually like a percentage for the next like 4 days, so that's just bizarre, but we love it. We'll take it, all the things. But I thought we'd do a quick little garden tour here in the raised beds. Let's go. So before we get started, look, got a little bit smarter. Got some 50% shade cloth going over our raised beds. The squash, the cucumber, all the things. Granted, it might be the rain too, and the really like wet spring that we had, but the garden has never looked better. So let's take a look. Yo, I had a vision. Pumpkins flowing out of the entrance. This is just one pumpkin plant. Like, it is just, one pumpkin plant. Just taking over. And there's one. Hopefully there's more, but that's the biggest one I've seen so far. In this bed, there's zinnias, mostly florets. Those two gold ones back there, we'll get there in a minute. Those are not florets. I just had them, they needed to go somewhere. But these two beauties, let's take a look. Our precious metals. This is actually the first bloom. So stunning. This one I see a little insect bite in the petal, but still so pretty. Oh, what is it? Let's see. I think these in the back here are the pastel mix I ordered. Let's see. I'm like watching where I step. There's one, she's cute. I actually need to snip her. And this one as well. Very pretty. Love the pastel colors. Okra. And this 2x6 here. This one's pretty. It's a cute little ball. Zinnia. Actually need a deadheaded insect. Got that one up there. Wow. Just look at this jungle. Alright. Squash. We've been pulling out so many squash. Did I overdo it on the squash plants this year? 100%. Have like a yellow squash, patty pan squash, and zucchini. But last year I had a terrible squash year. So I planted more, just being prepared. But I'm having a great squash year this year. So it's kind of funny how that happens. But love the abundance. And this 2x6, again, more okra. It's about 2 weeks behind this okra I showed you over here. Ooh, I saw another okra I missed. That's an eggplant. The bugs, I mean, out of every vegetable that's, I guess, struggling the most, the eggplant, the bugs are definitely liking the eggplants. I actually haven't been able to harvest any yet. I just think that is the coolest. So in these trays, I actually did these yesterday. I did the 72 cells, half is Binary Giants, half is a Queenie mix. And then my other 72 cell, it was half Opal Basil and the other half was Gomphrena. And then in the 50 cell, it was Cosmos. Isn't she so stunning? I thought this was Alpenglow of florets. It might be because it looks like that color pattern, but then I'm like, I don't know if it's the pastel mix as well. I just kind of like interchanged them. But it's so pretty. And those are her celotias in the back. Antique rose and vintage rose. And then this one's the pastel mix for sure. It's just very pretty orange. Some of these I needed deadhead. Again, lots of celotia. There's actually a zinnia down there, I see. Let me see. A little bit of status there. some Swiss chard that I bet is very, very bitter. But just kind of leaving it because it's surviving the Texas summers. Lots of grass. I know I need to get after it after all this rain. But more beautiful celosia. And the color is starting to really come through. It's fun to see. One was antique rose. The other is dusty rose. I can't remember which one's which. The camera's struggling to focus. I wonder if it's because the rain's hitting it. This beast of a squash plant. Let's go around and take a look. So she is loaded. Lots of squash. This one plant has produced so much squash already. Absolutely incredible. And then I got a kale over there. Smaller zinnias. They haven't bloomed yet. Let's go take a look at this. I see a few peppers and cucumbers that need to be harvested. Ooh, I just saw a big old bumblebee. Never seen a big bee like that, really. So those are like a banana pepper, a sweet banana pepper. Has some jalapenos. Sorry, I'm like peeping the bee right there. I'm actually like, this now that we're over here, this tomatillo plant is absolutely huge, and it has had so many blooms on it, but I've only gotten one tomatillo. I can't figure it out. So I'm happy that the bee is doing its job, pollinating, so maybe now I'll actually have more tomatillos. Thank you, big bee. But I don't know, I'm seeing like so many wasps this year, and I'm wondering if they're kind of being the bullies of my garden and kicking out all the honeybees, because I'm usually well, let me back up. The spring, we had so many honeybees on our fruit trees. But this summer, I don't know where they all went to. But again, I've been seeing so many wasps this year. Let's see. All right, bee, you stay over there. Let's see. See, one cucumber. I saw another cucumber, I think, behind it. And these are a couple smaller ones. I think I saw another one even back here. Yep. So much fun. I know, I'm kind of bad on, these are jalapenos. Some of them are red. Whoops. What does that mean, guys? If it's turning red, obviously I know it's overripe, but is that a hotter jalapeno? Hopefully not. All right, let's go back over here. So I have two tomatillo plants. Hopefully now we'll have more tomatillos. And then over here, I know one is for sure a patty pan. There's a patty pan I actually need to harvest now. And then another one I know I accidentally missed. It was a giant zucchini. Ooh, saw something moving in there. So if you're here in my spring tours, this bed and this bed, absolutely nothing's in this bed besides Bermuda. But they are very dense with Bermuda grass. So I tried sweet potatoes. In this half, see there's a wasp. I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but there's just so many wasps. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Sweet potatoes in this half of the bed to try and combat the Bermuda grass, and this one had my potatoes in it. I think I'm gonna get after this probably today, this afternoon. I think the rain's gonna stop. Maybe this week. That way I can plant, I think I'm gonna plant sunflowers in this bed. Gotta think about that. And then there's a pumpkin plant. It's struggling here-ish, you can see, but it's starting to put off more roots, and it's just going wild on the left side of the bed. Yeah, so very thankful for the rain. Everything is looking so great. So great, so great. Happy girl. If I can do it, so can you. Until next time. Bye, friends.